Alright, I said I was going to do these weekly. What did I just say? Said I was going to do these weekly. There you go. And it is Friday. Meant to do it earlier, but my body's a little tired. Simply because, well, I went for a 4-mile hike today. So there's that. So I'm proud of myself for that. I at least did it. I was like, told myself I was going to do it, and I did it. And I'm actually cold. Excuse me. I'm going to pull my blanket up and over me. Cold. I'm having some issues maintaining my own body temperature. So, yeah. That's fun. Oh, okay. Still recording? Okay. I was like trying to adjust the zoom and stuff like that. No, not what I wanted. Oh, whatever. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so, anyway, updating the Vyvanse situation. Yesterday, my husband had to bring me my meds because, whoops, forgot. First time I've ever forgotten, which is weird that I forgot yesterday because it was like, that doesn't even make any sense. But thankfully, he brought it for me, so everything was good with that. My day kind of got thrown off track a little bit in the first thing in the morning. But meds are working. Meds are lasting. Like the last few hours, I'm like a little bit spastic. But it's okay. Oh, it's working out. And I'm sorry. I keep getting stuff stuck where wisdom teeth are cut out. But in other news, oh, there it is. I started a new. That is not what I was looking for. That's the one I wanted. Health. Well, it's a nutrition plan. It's not a diet. It's a nutrition plan. It's about thinking about new ways of thinking about food and stuff. And it's called the 2B mindset. Well, that's the water bottle for it. Let's see if I have anything over here about it. Nope. All the other stuff is sitting in another room. But it's actually working out pretty good. I have to log everything I eat, not everything I do, but everything, all that kind of stuff. But it's working out great. I'm actually really enjoying it. There you go. Huh, that does work that way. But it's okay. Things are working out. Like I said, the last couple hours, I get a little distracted, and it's almost bedtime for me. Well, it's 7 o'clock right now, which means I have to, probably not going to edit. Probably just going to throw this right up on YouTube. But I have to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and it's going to be it's probably not going to be a very busy day in the cafe or, the position I'm working. But I've got a lot of stuff I have to do to make sure it's set up for the rest of the week because the person who will be following me on Sunday won't be doing it. And Sunday is, as you know, Mother's Day. I plan on kind of taking it easy. Maybe taking a walk in the morning or sometime. We'll see on that. But I don't know. It's been an interesting week. My schedule's been all around. Let's see. So I did the update on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday I was off. So that was nice. I enjoyed some quiet time, some relaxation time. It was good. Felt really good. Then Monday, I learned a new position. I did good enough in this position. Oh, no, go back to Sunday. I have to go back to Sunday because Sunday shoe open? No. Anyway, Sunday, I went for a walk with my coworker. That was, well, it's going to be easy. I'm trying to find the picture for it. I mean, I could, I don't think I have it on my phone anymore. No, 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 no. There we go. Went for an 8.5 mile walk. It says run, but it wasn't a run, it was a walk. The Versa only has like certain settings, and run isn't on run, it's only run. So I have automatically detected to notice when I run, but did that. We're on the lake. Got a little bit sunburnt. I'm still kind of sunburnt from it. It started peeling today. But it was so good. It felt so good to get out there and walk. But the blisters took like 4 days to heal. I had blisters on the side of my right heel, underneath both pads, right there at the toes, and then a couple toes on each foot had blisters. And it was because I was wearing the wrong socks. I didn't wear protective enough socks, which today I learned to do. Today I wore a pair of like nice athletic socks, and then I have they're kind of slip-on socks. The invisible socks that you can wear with like slip-on shoes. Well, these ones are designed. They're athletic ones with reinforced toe and reinforced heel and stuff like that. And so I wear those. By the halfway through the walk, they'd already slid down, but it helped. I have no blisters whatsoever on my feet. I feel great. But it's also was a different surface that we were walking on today. So did that walk, and then Monday got trained on another position. Did good enough that the person training me was like, told me to ask one of the bosses like to order me a knife for it. That came in yesterday. So that was good. That made me feel really good. She was like, when she goes on vacation, she's supposed to be going on vacation in August, that if they didn't get me a knife, that she would loan me hers. And that says something. They're cooks, very protective of their knives. So that made me feel really good. It made me feel so good. I'm like, I need to go to Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works. Why have you seen Bath and Body Works? Bed Bath and Beyond, or somewhere like that, and get one of these knives as well, or at least a version of it, because it was amazing, awesome, so easy to cut fruit. So there's that. Then Tuesday I closed. Wednesday I opened until about 6:45, which is I come in at 6. The starter and line captain come in at 6:30. About 6:45, I go and talk to the guy who's covering starter, and he looked like, he's not a big fan of starter and stuff like that, and that he's been having. He does receiving, and it's that job is very labor intensive, and then he's got heart issues. So I know that it gets really hot on the line, and it gets really hot in that dish room. So I was like, if you ever feel like you need a break and you're getting overheated, let me know, and I'm willing to switch. He goes, you want to switch? Because he hates starter. So I was like, yeah. He goes, go see if you can. boss didn't care. He's like, you guys all get paid. She's like, you all get paid the same. I don't care. So, works for me. Works for me. We already get overpaid for the position anyway. So it doesn't matter with that. So I did that. So I was able to do starter on Wednesday. I was scheduled for line captain on yesterday, but it was already planned that I was going to switch. Well, I had to switch anyway because it was just the way it was going to work. Coworker called in. Very good reason why she called in. But so we did that, dealt with that. And then today dealt with my phone, or my phone being a butthead and not wanting to connect to my Versa. But we went for a nice long walk. Well, here, this is actually better to do it through the Garmin app. It was 4.16 miles, 612 calories burned, a little over an hour and a half, 72 degrees. But look at that. That's awesome. It actually probably was a little bit more because it took me a while to even get my thing set up. But yeah, the average speed was 2.5. Average moving speed was 2.6. My max speed was 9 miles per hour. We ended up running a couple spots because we like going downhill and stuff like that, or certain spots going up the hill and stuff like that. So it was kind of awesome. Max elevation was 1,084.3 feet. Minimum elevation was 885 feet. Elevation loss of 464.8 and elevation gain of 513.2. What do these little symbols mean? Okay, so like looking at this and I don't understand what some. I have like little. See, I have little symbols there. I don't know what they mean, but it doesn't have the temperature on there. But yeah, average speed is pretty good, I think. My pace is pretty, considering it was hiking and it was like up and down and it was like trails. So they were climbing over rocks and going around tree stumps and going over not tree limbs, tree roots and stuff like that. So, and you can see that big, huge elevation climb right there. That was, let's find it. Oops. That's us when we reach the top of it, but that's the hill. There you go. That's the hill. And we end up climbing. See the building in the background? We end up climbing that. Not climbing the building, but we made it to the building. So that was pretty cool. And then there's this major crazy incline you can kind of see. That friend that I went with, we want to try at some point, but I'm going to have to get different shoes because I was wearing my Asics running shoes for supination, which was great. They did great. Protected my ankles. I had enough movement in my ankles to be able to like rotate if I needed to because of the ground stability stuff, but I needed definitely, if I'm going to do more of that hiking, I'm going to have to get, there are some Asics trail runners that I need to look in. I need to get some, I think, because I want to start doing that more often. That was awesome. So I'd have my tennis shoes. I have tennis, which means I would have tennis shoes for running on the treadmill. Those are Reeboks Euroflex. I have the navy and pink ones. I want them. There's a mint pair too that I was like, woo, those are pretty. Then I have Asics, ortho something, but they're for supination, which is one of the things I love about shopping at Academy. Is they have a P for shoes that are designed for people who pronate, which means you're supposed to walk like this, and the pronates are people who walk like this. Supinates are the ones who walk like this, and then they have the S for the supinates, which is how I found 3 different pairs of shoes that I've had that I've, just plowed right through. So that's great. So I have, but I'm going to need some trail running shoes. These Asics ones and other trail running shoes, they have thicker soles with bigger grip things. I'm trying to think of, they've got more textured bottoms so you get more of a grip on the ground. And that's what I need. I need that grip to the ground, especially if I'm going to do that climbing kind of up like that. I need to be able to plant my feet into the ground and know they're not going to slide, which is what my tennis shoes would do if I tried to do some of that climbing. So that's pretty much what's going on with that. And then this week, coming week, which tomorrow I'm C1. I'm off on Sunday. Then I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Off on Friday again. Work Saturday, and don't know the rest of my schedule. I get to wear jeans tomorrow. We get to wear new shirts. A year ago, actually 3 years ago today, I started working at my job. That's fun. I didn't realize that at all. I thought it was like 2 weeks from now. I think 2 weeks from now is when I made that transfer to cashier. I don't even think that. No, I think that's when I made I think right around now is when I made that. Like, I applied for it, put in for it, and then let them know that I was doing it. Then, so, where was I at? Where was I going with this? So 3 years ago, I started my job. A year ago, there was a big announcement that St. Francis Hospital wasn't purchased. They were going to close. And SCL, Sisters of something Leavenworth, Sisters of Charity or something like that. It was a religious group owned it. St. Francis. It was a Catholic hospital. All that good stuff. I mean, we had like services and stuff like that. We used to have prayer every day at 9 and 6. I think it was 9 and 6, 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. We don't anymore, obviously. Then around now, the announcement was back in April, late April, mid-April. So the city got involved and helped the hospital get purchased by combo of Ardent Health Group and University of Kansas Health Systems, which means the University of Kansas Hospital System. They're based in Kansas City. Well, there's University of Kansas here in Lawrence, but the main hospital learning stuff like that is in Kansas City. But when all this was going down, when we first got the notification and stuff like that, they started a big thing, and it was called Topeka Strong. Well, we got the new shirts that has our logo on it, which is the University of Kansas Health System St. Francis campus. Yeah. We're still known as Saints. They kept the St. Francis part because, it's been known as St. Francis for years. But I love the fact that they went with the, what's it called? The Topeka Strong on the back. Because that's like going and saying because it was the first, this has been like the 1 year anniversary of Ardent making the announcement that they were going to purchase and keep Saints open. They actually did a lot of stuff this week. Kids and stuff. My husband's trying to figure out what's going on. But they did everything. They gave us like ice popcorn one day. We got M&Ms another day, thanking us. We got all the clinics got a meal. Then we got a meal. And then cupcakes or cookies cupcakes were supposed to happen today, which is like, I probably could have went and got cupcakes, but I didn't care. But we also got shirts yesterday, and that's what it is. And so we were supposed to be able to wear our shirts today. Well, I know so boss said I can wear jeans tomorrow with it. But I love that they kept Topeka strong, because it's like, it's saying we know what has happened. This is our commitment to you, that this isn't going to be just a fly by the night thing. And I've actually met some of the Ardent people, because they're still working with us. They're going to be staying for a while with us here, like the chief financial officer and one other person I see like all the time. It's like, it's kind of nice, because they're really nice people, and it's like, you can tell they take the time to get to know everybody. They're taking the time to get to know people's names and stuff like that. So that makes me feel good. We could tell that things were starting to go because the CEO, CFO, COO, I think COO is what he was starting to become kind of standoffish for a few months before the announcement was made. And it was noticeable that there was something going on, because we weren't getting hired. And now we're like, they're hiring like crazy. They are filling departments back up. We are dealing with like full big classes for orientation every 2 weeks. We were having like no orientation for like months, because they weren't hiring anybody. They weren't even approving stuff. We have one person who's leaving in July, and they've already been approved to try and find her replacement. So that's pretty good. That's good. I like that. That makes me feel a lot better. But things are going okay. We're getting some not so great people, but things are going. Literally, that's about the only way I can put it. Things are going. Next week will be an update on the to be mindset. Biggest thing is that I need to work on my water intake. I've finished this bottle. I mean, I consider this finished, because I fill up a little higher on that. And then I'm working on this one, and then I still need to drink one more. But if I finish these, it's 67.6 ounces of water. I'm 134 pounds. Just finish half your body weight. So that's 67 pounds or 67 ounces. So I'm technically have reached my goal, but my personal goal is to finish 3 of these. If I finish just 2 of them, I'm okay. I'm okay with myself, because I've at least hit that goal. But I'm tiny. I mean, I'm not like tiny, like, trust me, I could lose some pounds, but I'm comfortable with how I'm saying my weight. I guess I should say saying my weight out loud, because I was at almost 147 4 weeks ago, right before my surgery, right before this, and then I lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. That wasn't good at all. That was bad. 8 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not healthy, especially on a frame my size. But that was, the first week was right after so I wasn't eating. I mean, I wasn't even eating enough to keep my body alive at all. And then the next 4 pounds is just a continuation of that, because they were thinking with my Vyvanse, I'm like, I haven't been on it for 2 weeks. It's not my Vyvanse that's causing the weight loss. The Vyvanse is causing some issues with my food because it's blocking the sensation of being hungry, I guess is how I put it. Yeah, because I don't realize I'm hungry until it's too late. I'm starting to shake, and I'm like, I haven't eaten anything in 8 hours. I've been awake for 10 hours. I need to eat something. That kind of thing. But it's because it keeps you from binge eating. It's a binge eating control too. So, but when I notice that I'm hungry, when I was before, and this would happen, not like before the 2B mindset, even before the 2B mindset, even not even the 2B mindset is what's helping me think about my food intake. But before, I would eat like I just eat like a whole big bag of gummy bears or something like that. I'm just throwing out gummy bears because I really want some gummy bears or something gummy right now. But that's what I would do. I'd just go scarf it down in like one sitting, eat 4 servings of some sort of candy, thinking my body just needed sugar because what it is my blood glucose levels would just plummet. If you look up hypoglycemia symptoms, that's what I was dealing with. Complete a lot of times with the confusion and everything involved with that. It's not fun. It's scary. But with this 2B mindset, because I'll show you this, because you log everything. I didn't weigh myself that day. We were supposed to weigh yourself every day. But see, it's got like you're logging your food. You notice, look, see no dinner? That's because what I ate for lunch ended up being my dinner. I didn't finish my lunch. I ate like 3 bites and that was it. That's not good. Huh. But look, I am logging everything I eat, which is good. Let's see if I have today's. Yeah, I have today's. I don't have my dinner and my dessert. But, let's see. Logged. Gain some weight. Drink a bottle of water. This nutrition plan is all about not worrying about, you're supposed to be able to lose up to 2 pounds a week without exercise. Exercise is considered extra credit. And if you're working out, then you figure out if your body needs something extra. Some people need a little bit of extra protein. Some people need a little extra FFCs. I always forget what that FFC stands for. It's fiber something. Fiber-filled carbohydrates. So like your pastas, your whole grain pastas, your potatoes, things like that. And you focus on proteins, but the biggest focus is vegetables. So that's awesome. Vegetables and water. Water first, veggies second. But I'm making smarter choices. Like I know I needed a little more calories, and I was eating something. I knew I could feel it. I needed something super, super sweet. But I also knew I needed to make it a little bit smarter of a choice. Well, I have a slight obsession with the protein ice creams. The Halo Top. There's one now called Chili Cow. They gave samples to our big boss, and she let everybody try some. Well, I'm obsessed with its brown butter salted caramel. I mean, I ate the whole container. This is one serving. It's 8 ounces. It's only 180 calories. Look at that protein, though. 12 grams of protein. It's got 4 grams of fat. It's got 38 grams of carbs. 9 grams of fiber. So that's pretty freaking cool. There's only 17 grams of sugar, and the sugar alcohol is only 9 grams. So that means your body, like if you're like a diabetic, that's actually good for you too. I mean, it's the sugar is stevia, which is one of the things they're talking about, is if you can find something, if you want something with a sweetener in it, try and get something with stevia. found one. But it's kind of cool. But, and it's got, yeah, 12 grams of protein. It's got 50% of vitamin A, 35% of calcium. I also need to up my iron intake. I think I need to start taking an iron pill again. I've got a bruise on my leg from my pants. So I think it's time to up my iron because I'm not eating as much red meat. I mean, I'm eating veggies, but I got to be careful on those because the fiber-rich kind of stuff kind of makes me... I have IBS, and it's a very unhappy IBS. I get constipated, and I get really bloated, and then next day, it all comes out in a rush. And then I gain weight, which, like, it showed that I gained 1.2 pounds in 2 days after I pooped. That says something. When it's a normal poop, I lose weight. When it's one of my IBS poops, yes, I know, this is way TMI, but that's what happens. This was going to be short, so that's my update. Totally rambly, totally doesn't follow any sort of theme, but I talked about work, talked about my Vyvanse, I talked about my diet. I haven't worked out. The plan is to hopefully start working back into 80 obsession. I've been testing with doing Energize. I did Energize Sunday and I did Energize today. Haven't had any issues. I haven't felt like manic or anything like that. I was able to move. I was able to focus, I was able to finish these and I don't feel super, super sore, considering I forgot to take my Recover. But I went and grocery shopped after I did that hike, and then I had to put away all those groceries. Ugh. That was 12, 13 trips up the stairs carrying groceries. But I got veggies of all kinds. I have butternut squash spiral noodles. I have zucchini spiral noodles because there's a couple recipes from Ileana, who is the creator of the TB Mindset, that I want to try. I got shrimp, I got salmon, I got spinach, I got eggs, almond milk, cashew milk, Greek yogurt. I actually bought unflavored Greek yogurt. That says something about me. Because I'm all about it's got to be at least vanilla flavored. But I didn't. I bought unflavored Greek yogurt. Let's see what else. Bought 6-pack of Smart Water, 33.8 ounce, the liter bottles, and then a 6-pack of Life Water. They taste the exact same. They're very similar prices. It's just I wanted one of each. Let's see. Woo! Code Chill. I bought... what did I buy? All the meats. We've got chicken. I got like 3 or 4 different types of chicken. I got 4 things of 97.3 hamburger because that's all I buy now. My father-in-law, when he gets his cows done, it's about 93.7. I think the highest it's been has been like 85.15. I mean, it's so I've gotten used to this really lean hamburger. So I'm like, screw this, I'm paying extra, getting a really good hamburger. Plus, I don't have to drain it. When you get the higher, the lower fat content, you don't have to drain. There's no waste going. It doesn't feel like there's any waste going on. So that's why I do it. And then we have pork chops, pork steaks, like I said, shrimp and salmon, milk, because the kids drink milk. I got 2 different types of cereal from either high protein cereals with fiber. Let's see. Bananas, strawberries, apples, coleslaw mix, because there was a salad stuff for that. I needed tuna, which even if I don't have tuna on hand, I've got like all these tuna packets. I can just do it that way to make a tuna apple salad. It's kind of good. So, okay. I'm drinking all this water and starting to do the potty dance. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, and we'll see how things go. But see ya.